to give you an update on where we are with tobacco preemption. The Senate has decided that the preemption bill is super important to them, and they are going to set it for special order, which means they are going to possibly hear this bill in the Senate as early as next Tuesday. And just a reminder that this bill will what I've been saying, I've been sharing with Dr. Keeley, that this preemption, which is a big word for essentially mandating our cities and our counties yield control to the state when it comes to protecting children from flavored tobacco products and tobacco retailers. So a few key words in there. Mandates, no one likes, and no one wants to yield control. So the cities and counties are being mandated to yield control, and they're being mandated by the state to do this. And what we also know, because we have the data to prove, Jared, here's our data, folks. We have the data to prove, and we know is we know where kids are getting the products from. We know how they're purchasing the products. We know that they are purchasing the products, children under the age of 21, under the age of 18. And so we know that this is a problem. And so we have to continue to be really forceful in stopping preemption. And that's why we continue to fight this. Here's what I can ask you all to do on your free time, not on your state computers and all that stuff. Here's what I can ask you to do is to call your senator and tell him to vote no on Senate Bill 414. Vote no on tobacco preemption. Do not give big tobacco the keys to our cities. And to stop listening to tobacco. It is unbelievable to me that some of our intelligent lawmakers continue to trust big tobacco over public health organizations, over the American Cancer Society, over DHEC, over other folks who are the experts. But they continue to trust big tobacco lobbyists. In fact, so much they can trust them that they feel bad when they hurt their feelings and they lose. And that is not even an exaggeration, right? They say, Beth, we can't do that to Fred because we don't want to hurt the lobbyist from RJ Reynolds. So,
But they don't give a flip about the kids.
You're exactly right. I don't know who said that, but you're exactly right. Yes, Phil. They say they do. They could win Oscars for their performances. They say they do, but
actions.
But
I was just going to say actions speak louder than words.
But their actions do not say that they do. Here's also what's happening in the House, and I would love to have someone come join me in Columbia next week and join the circus. That would be a lot of fun. Next week in the House, the House 3M committee, and this is medical, municipal, and military, will hear preemption in the subcommittee. This is the preemption bill that's in the House. There are two bills, one tracking in the Senate that's likely to pass next week, and then one in the House that we can still stop. So if you're available next Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., I would love to invite you to come and join me at the House, and let's talk to these lawmakers. There are, I think there's like 4 or 5 members on this committee in House 3M, and they need to hear from us. And because they're going to be hearing from big tobacco, they're going to be hearing from the retailers that say it's going to hurt their business. That's not true because no one's doing this in our state. So it's not going to hurt their business. In fact, we had one senator who said it's already hurting business. Also not true because nobody is doing this. Meaning nobody is restricting flavors and requesting tobacco retail licensing at this point. So again, we have to shift the narrative. We have to say what we know to be true. My DHEC friends, I'm wondering if you guys could speak with your person, not Scott, your other person.
Is it Avery?
No. Avery could potentially. I wonder if you guys could have someone speak on your behalf about the data, about the youth survey. I mean, they haven't heard anything from you on the youth survey. I mean, other than what we share, through our data. But I'm wondering if someone could talk about, that's a thought. Think about that.
Yeah, typically, Beth, the only way DHEC can respond is if they're asked to be there. So if there was a legislator that asked for the information, then that might be a way to get it presented. But otherwise, I don't think they'll just voluntarily go. Yeah.
Maybe I remembered you offering the data before to the Children's Committee, which is more friendly, not on a bill. Yeah. So if anyone's wanting to come next week and share testimony at 9 a.m., that would be great. Our message is still the same, that we have to stop big tobacco, and we have to allow our local communities to do the good work. Dr. Keeley, I want to mention this because I think this is also really important. Dr. Keeley is reaching out to the mayor of Rock Hill. I encourage you to reach out to your mayor, to your city council, to your county council, and let them know what's happening. Let them know that their power is getting ready to be stripped. They are getting ready to lose all power over regulating tobacco products in their city and in their county. And if they're okay with that, then fine. But if not, then they should reach out to their member ASAP, because that's what's getting ready to happen. The flip side of that, and what tobacco has been saying, is that cities and counties can still create zoning districts, which is what our friends down in Myrtle Beach did, and what our friends in Charleston did to some degree. They created a special zone, and they said no vape shops or head shops are allowed in this zoning overlay district. And we can still do that. But that process within the city and within the county is not easy. It is not simply like passing an ordinance to regulate something. It is a full zone. I mean, it has to go before the zoning board. Like, it's a process. But Dr. Keeley, maybe talk to your folks and see if they're interested in us creating a zone, because that may be the only way that we can then do this. And maybe we start that narrative to say, if we ever want to be able to do this in our state, we have to create different zones, a zoning ordinance within our local cities and counties. So something to kind of keep in mind as we move forward and we try to fight back, and we try to, we can never counter their arguments because their arguments aren't real or true, but we can continue to say the message that we know is real and true, that we have over 7,000 people in a year in South Carolina who die from smoking tobacco related illnesses. We have 700 kids who start tobacco use for the first time every year. We can say those numbers. We can talk about the impact, the economic impact, and we can keep sharing our voice. So any questions? Happy to give them a stab.
Beth, is there anybody on Ways and Means that is friendly to us that could call DHEC to have the data?
It's the 3M meet.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It usually goes through Ways and Means, so you're not so off. Yes. Hold on. I have too many sticky notes on my desk here. And so I'm looking for my Ways and Means committee list.
Not to make DHEC do it. I mean, they may not want to do it, but I'm just saying if even a small youth tobacco survey overview would be good.
Hey, Dr. Keeley, is Heath Sessions, is he your person? He's not, is he? He is.
Uh-huh. And he's very concerned about youth and health.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
He has 2 children with Down syndrome and is a big health champion for children. I think we could ask Heath Sessions to do it.
Uh-huh.
I think he would. That might be it.
Okay. Well, I can, what would you suggest? Me give him a call or sending him an email to him?
let me talk to Sharon about this and see what information we'd want her, not her team, but the folks representing DHEC to share.
Okay.
And if it would be a good spot for them to share that. And then I'll let you know. Does that sound good?
Okay. All right. Yep.
Sharon looks like she's gonna kill me next time she sees me.
No, the reason we post the youth tobacco survey data on our website is for everyone to use. So it is usable by all residents of South Carolina. So anyone that wants to use it is able to use it. Not just DHEC.
And it's good data, Sharon. I mean, it's good. And that's why I bring it up. It's good. It draws the points that we need to make. And I have used it, but they're getting tired of me. I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me join. I'm really sorry I missed the presentation today. But I'm excited that all the good things that are happening around the state. Thank you, guys.